tutorial, we'll delve into writing your first AI-powered app using Ruby, Langchain.rb, and OpenAI's GPT-4 API. Our objective is to create a terminal-based chat app using OpenAI's ChatGPT API. This chatbot will be able to process user inputs and generate relevant context-aware responses. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive into code. First, we need to create a file where we write all our code. Let's name it chatbot.rb. On the file, the first thing we need to do is to require the necessary Ruby gems, OpenAI, Langchain, and Reline for handling user input and AI interaction. Next is to set the logging level of Langchain to info to control the amount of log output. I find it best to set it to info so I get updates on what Langchain is doing on the background. We then initialize an OpenAI instance using Langchain with the API key and the default options, setting GPT-4 as the chat model. Using the initialized OpenAI instance, we will create a conversation instance. We then set the context of the conversation. Since our user interface for the chatbot is the terminal, let's simply define an array of words that will be used to terminate the user input. Then let's print a welcome message for the user. What we'll do next is to define a method to prompt for and handle user messages. We then print instructions for multi-line input. We read the multi-line input from the user, checking if the last word is a termination keyword. We get the last word of the input. We then check if the last word is a termination keyword. If the user message is blank, we return a no operation symbol. We process the multi-line input to handle the termination keyword. On this line, we return exit if the user message includes any termination keyword. And finally, we return the processed user message. Our next step is to create the infinite loop to continuously handle user messages. We get the user message using the defined method above. We then handle the different cases of the user message. If no operation, continue to the next iteration of the loop. If exit, break the loop to end the program. Using Langchain's instance method message, we send the user message to OpenAI and print OpenAI's response. Lastly, we handle the interrupt exception to gracefully exit the program if interrupted. An example of this is Control-C. Now it's time to check the program. I'm going to ask the AI to help create a position paper on how AI affects our society. I'm also going to give parameters to the AI on the tone of how the paper should be written. Now you'll see the response of the AI, and this lets us know that our program works. So that small terminal-based chat app will be the foundation of the other complex app we'll be building later on. So I hope you learned something from the video and see you again next time.